morning, folks, and welcome to the 8th episode of Ccmpr. I'm your host, Olivia Fordyce. Every week we sit down and evaluate a budding social media brand. This week we'll be taking a look at Future Farm, a new plant-based meat company. Our team chose the UK market both because we are familiar with the territory and because Future Farm would like to penetrate the UK market further. In our panel of experts is Linnea, Wingshan, Muskan, Wu, and Lokesh. Let's get into it. In order to understand where we're going, we have to take a look at where we've been. Let's dive into social media currency, a concept that helps businesses form their social media success. Social media currency refers to the value that individuals or organizations gain from their presence and engagement on social media platforms. It measures the ability of brands to fit into how consumers manage their social media-centric lives. For example, influence, reputation, and authority. It has 6 dimensions: affiliation, conversation, utility, identity, information, and advocacy. The path towards consideration, purchase, and loyalty is significantly different for customers based on these 6 dimensions of social currency. For example, a customer can convert from awareness to consideration if others are advocating the brand in front of him. Advocacy at 57%. Future Farm social media activities primarily drive purchase to loyalty conversion, as we see utility at 98%, information at 100%, advocacy at 90%, and affiliation at 85%. It's time to turn to our experts and explore Future Farm social media in detail. Lokesh, would you be able to tell us about the target audience of Future Farms?
Sure, Olivia. So to begin with, when we are targeting the UK market, initially the plant-based meat was meant to be used by vegetarians, but here Future Farms is trying to target flexitarians and omnivores in particular, not in order to oppose the meat consumption, but in order to reduce the meat load probably. In particular, Future Farm is targeting the people who are age 34 and above and whose income is around 100k pounds per annum. Research also shows that single women, single female tend to use more plant-based meat as compared to males. So that's what I can say about the target audience for Future Farm at the moment.
Now that we know who Future Farm's trying to target, let's look at their Instagram. Linnea, can you tell us how they're approaching their Instagram strategy?
Yes, of course. Until now, Future Farm has 844 posts on its Instagram channel and has following 530 with more than 36,000 followers. They don't post at a fixed time every day, and their frequency is like twice a week. To be honest, the average of posts are hard to track because they may hide posts that probably trend less, and the lower end of unhidden counts are roughly 60 and the higher is around 750. Their Instagram highlights the way that food can bring people together, as well as the message around sustainability. Most of their posts are about their products, for example, showing how the product looks like a real meat. And their stories are mostly reposts from other people using their products or food-related events like Pancake Day.
Future Farm also has a massive presence on TikTok. Wingshan, can you tell us more about their TikTok performance?
The TikTok account has less than 3,000 followers. The overall number of the likes and views is quite low. The Future Farm doesn't update frequently as they post less than 1 video per week. However, they use the TikTok trends challenges to stimulate the video views. For example, the videos of lunch for my boyfriend is the most viewed video. The Future Farm make use of affiliation. They introduce themselves as Planet Lover and project a positive image. They always use the hashtag plant-based and vegan on their posts. Customers can connect with others because the products are specially for these kinds of people. They create explainer videos for the audience, such as how to prepare the Future Farm products to create utility. They share cooking tips and recipes with the audience. However, the Future Farm less of the conversation. They rarely reply to the video comments, so they have no engagement with the audience.
When we examine a brand, we can't fail to examine its competitors. Muskan, can you tell us more about the competitors on Instagram for Future Farm?
Sure, I would like to share the insights on Beyond Meat and this, the two major competitors of Future Farm. Beyond Meat has 2184 posts with 1 million followers and their page started in January 2013. Its content is majorly about recipes and vegan community, and they use influencers to talk about their products. They have three major online campaigns named Veganuary 2023, Barbecue, and Go Beyond to drive social engagement. In terms of social media currency, it offers more utility by posting about vegan recipes made by consumers. Information and affiliation is offered by targeting the vegan community, and it promotes conversation through vegan campaigns and eventually building advocacy. On the other hand, this has 459 posts with 109k followers and their page started in December 2017. Their posts are funny and engaging. They don't talk too much about their products. The use of hashtags is very limited. They present themselves as young and active brand, offering something different. Looking at their social media currency, this is high on conversation and affiliation, but the information aspect is a bit low. It is perhaps building the identity as a result of its interactive posts.
So now that we have a thorough understanding of Future Farm's social media presence, Linnea, would you mind sharing your recommendations for Future Farm's Instagram?
From their bio, Future Farm focus on vegan meat, they are environmentally conscious, and they are interested in clean and green. Combined with social media currency, we can find that the feature of affiliation is not obvious. For example, its posts don't really differentiate with other food companies. So followers may not have a strong sense of belonging to a healthy and green-eating habit community. So we recommend that Future Farm need more content about their unique product specification, like showing more details about why their products is healthy and green, such as materials, calories, and processes. Another dimension that needs to be considered is conversation. They do respond to comments, but they are super surface level and don't add to messaging or really interact with what the customer says. So we recommend that they could learn from Coca-Cola, which asks consumers to engage in a dynamic storytelling. They can come up with little challenges along with your post to engage people to post or comment. For example, inviting people to show the food made by following the steps of their videos, and can also give small rewards to encourage participation. Cookery shows by chefs specializing in vegan food would be another medium to create engagement. We also found that Future Farm might need to do more to help their followers own identity in a group. We suggest learn from Levi's, who collaborated with singer Anita, who introduced her personal styles and how this fit with Levi's. So, Future Farm could also collaborate with celebrities or influencers to establish its brand fit. It can also make the brand identity clearer. For example, collaborating with fitness influencers to showcase brand features more professionally to further gain the trust of their friends.
Thank you so much, Linnea. Wingshan, would you mind sharing your recommendations for Future Farm's TikTok?
In order to improve its TikTok presence, Future Farm should update their accounts more often in order to attract the audience. For example, they may post at least 2 to 3 videos per week by producing more high-quality videos with creative images. For conversation, Future Farm can create posts on TikTok accounts and ask the audience to leave their comments, such as which products do you like the most, Future Beef or Future Chicken? Are you a vegetarian or flexitarian? And besides, they should reply to comments to interact with the audience. Take KFC as an example. They always reply to the comments in an interesting way. For identity, Future Farm may let the customers express their personal single identity, such as repost their cooking videos. They can invite the customers to share how they cook with Future Farm products. They can also give out a prize to the one who makes the most creative dish. Finally, they can make use of advocacy, where they can invite the audience to post a video related to their products. They may send some Future Farm products as a gift to the user who posts most often on TikTok. These methods may help Future Farm increase their video views and gain more followers on TikTok.
Now that we have everyone's recommendations, would you mind elaborating on what you think Future Farm can do more?
The recommendation given by the eggplant were quite valid. If I were to add to the eggplant recommendations, I would see that the Future Farm page had a lot of bold flowers, which is not good for credibility. Also, there is not a lot of engagement. To improve, I suggest two campaign ideas. One is the Future Farm sustainability, and the other would be meat categories. The two key topics that match with the brand value and proved is users to share their voice. The first one can take about sustainable diet that can lead to food and nutrition security and to healthy life for present. The second campaign could be copy of digital details, encouraging you to take a break from real meat and stick to the flavor and texture by consuming Future Farm's plant meat and contribute in managing meat load on the market.
Now that we've had a chat with our experts, let's see what consumers have to say.
I think my first impression in this Instagram, it looks good because looks very colorful. I mean, very attractive to younger people. Also, they uploaded some recipes how to cook their food. So for the the people who are vegan, it should be very attractive to them. But for me, I'm not vegan, so I don't think I will, choose this product.
So when going through the Future Farm, I found it attractive. It's attractive. They are using a lot of food. They are making it look good. Overall, they are replacing the meat with a vegetarian option. So that's a good thing, especially when you talk about there are a lot of younger generation who want these kind of food which can replace the non-veg item, especially it's related to hedonic needs. But what I feel is that they are lacking in certain aspects, such as they are not using celebrities. They could have come up with celebrities so that the Generation Z find it more engaging. And the second part, what I feel is, then when I'm talking about the product, is they're not using the hashtags. They should come up with the hashtags that can be that people can, especially the younger generation, can actually understand about, because we know a lot of people uses hashtag right now. And if you can make your hashtag relatable to the younger generation, then I think you can go mass. You can reach a lot of audience, especially your targeted audience. So that's what I particularly feel. But overall, the page is very nice. And if they start posting on a regular basis, posting a lot of content, start including their customers in their content, then I think so they will be more attractive and they will be able to spread awareness.
Ultimately, Future Farm is trying its best to promote offerings on social media by increasing awareness, creating engagement, and establishing communities. But as suggested by the experts, there is room for improvement. We wish Future Farm all the best. A special thanks again to all of our experts, and we'll see you next week.